I think I was born competitive. Like since I was a little kid, like you could always challenge me to something. I'd always be sprinting to the next lamppost, like trying to beat someone to it. Or if I didn't have anyone to play with, I'd just put a clock on the floor and just time myself in a handstand and then try to beat that time.
I love the idea about CrossFit athletes and how they were like, the ideal athlete is someone who can do everything, kind of like a super athlete, right? You run, bike, swim, lift weights, do gymnastics. It was cool to implement all of those things into one training methodology.
Like this is my whole life. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm training, then I'm coaching, then I'm training again, then I'm coaching. If I go to a party or something, everybody's asking me about CrossFit and everything, so this is just my whole life now.
When your goal is winning all year long and then you don't win, you don't meet your goal, it hurts, like it sucks. There's no getting around it. And there would still be a piece of me inside that even if I got second, I would be slightly upset, you know what I mean? And that's just the way it goes when you're competitive, that's the way it goes when you're a competitor.
It's a really big fear that even if everything goes picture perfect all year, training goes perfectly, stay injury free, all the events go perfectly, and I still don't get the results I want, it keeps me up sometimes, thinking like, well, you're just not good enough. I think that's a pretty big pill to swallow.
The worst kind of feeling for me was the open comes, there's a max clean and jerk, and warming up, I couldn't even clean 155, so 70 kilos. I couldn't even clean 70% of what I was capable of. And that was the worst that I'd felt. I felt deflated inside. It was kind of all the work that I've done, all the hard work, not qualifying for the games. I've worked so hard, and I saw my opens just fall away from me.
This is the 2014 European Regional.
10 rounds for time of one rope climb and a sprint. Now the rope climb is legless, which makes it a whole lot harder than when you are allowed to anchor your feet on the way up the rope.
Katrin Davidsdottir, who led after day one, had a disaster on event 5, 24th place. In that event, she drops all the way down to 7th.
It was heartbreaking to see what happened to Davidsdottir. She didn't just kind of die physically, like the strength of her forearms and pulling, but kind of mentally as well. She's just was on the ground, under the rope, still had time on the clock.
No go again, and she is devastated.
Right now, it probably feels like her world's coming apart.
It was heartbreaking. That's what I do all year, and I wanted to go to the games, but thinking about it afterwards, I think it was the best thing that could have happened to me.
Fourth and final heat, making their way onto the floor at the 2015 Meridian Regional.
You can't be afraid of failures. I don't think you're gonna succeed in anything if you're afraid of failing at it. You gotta be willing to take the risks.
She called her shot, and she will finish it off. Katrin Davidsdottir.
Oh man, she's got to be happy with that performance right there. That is amazing.
You know how you should run your race? You have to run your race, and you have to go out there and you have to execute it.
Unreal, lightning quick. This is an incredible pace. Can he pull this off?
I genuinely enjoy pushing myself, just seeing how far I can go.
Finishing second on a broken foot? Are you kidding me?
Sigmundsdottir, and that is a new event record.
Of course I want to win it. Everybody wants to win it.
On the last bar, this is it. Can Bailey get an event record?
I believe that I can do it. I know that I'm capable. I know that I'm good enough. It's just a matter of doing it.
You're watching event records fall by that man, Matt Fraser.
I think about getting that title every day. That's why I show up to the gym every day, is thinking about getting the title of being called the fittest man on earth.
What does it take to get to the CrossFit Games?
Man, to get to the CrossFit Games, especially now, it takes a commitment that's hard for most people to fathom.
To be an athlete at the CrossFit Games, you have to be among the most disciplined and committed individuals on the face of the planet.
You don't know what you're gonna see, you don't know what you're gonna hit, you don't know what you're gonna have to do, so you have to prepare for everything. And this is the true way to build Batman, to build this ultimate warrior.
just to get to regionals, much less the CrossFit Games, is an amazing, amazing accomplishment. Just to be the top 100 in the open in your region.
I don't care if you take dead last at the games. If you walk onto the field having earned a spot to go to the games, you are an untouchable cyborg of fitness.
There's pressure, I feel like, on the games athletes nowadays, like literally the day after the games end for the next season.
There's not a day where they're not turned on, where that goal of making it to the games isn't at the forefront of their mind.
In lifestyle factors, these people are sacrificing a great deal. I can tell you that no matter how they're training a lot.
These guys are dedicating multiple hours throughout the day, training and working on deficiencies and recovery.
365 days a year for the athletes that are already at that peak level, and for multiple years on end for the athletes that are trying to get there.
If you're that dialed in, like so far in advance, it can really crush you. You can be burnt out. I like to see when the athletes can still be a little relaxed. They can give themselves that time off.
I've been trying to learn the whip and nay-nay. This one I have a hard time with, but I can definitely.
It's like one long thing, or is this part
What
of
is
your
that?
shirt?
Has that just been on there? Yeah. We gotta take it from the top or what?
Does my hair still look good?
I'm Katrin Davidsdottir.
My name is Ben Smith.
My name is Annie Thorisdottir.
My name is Ragnhildur Sara Sigmundsdóttir.
Björgvin Karl Gummason.
I'm Cara Webb from Brisbane.
Noah Olsen.
Brooke Ents.
Lindsay Valenzuela. Samantha Briggs.
Matthew Fraser.
Camille Leblanc-Besnay.
My name is Dan Bailey. I'm 20. I'm not 20. I'm 31. Jesus.
We are on my boat, which is also my home, my residence. This is where the fitness happens, but there's not a lot of snatching or a lot of high technical Olympic lifting going on out here. So
Here at home, or when I'm in Iceland, I live with my grandparents. I've lived with them since I was like 16, so.
Make me feel light as a feather for a whole day, but.
Oh, yeah.
Sam.
Yep.
What's happening?
I'm just getting naked. I'm getting cryogenically frozen. We won't talk about the state of my nipples.
My nipples are gonna be so hard when I come out of here.
They can cut diamonds right now.
I think I'm cutting a hole in this booth as I'm circling.
You're not a car. Yeah, I kind of want a hairless cat, just to have one. No, I don't think, Marston, I would ever lotion my cat, but that's creepy and disgusting, and you shouldn't tell people you want to lotion a hairless cat.
I would not know my own age if my parents and my wife did not tell me that it was my birthday. I really wouldn't. I'm gonna be one of those old people that just forgets how old he is.
What are you guys doing?
We're making an awesome slip and slide, bro. America.
We're doing like a swim and run race, like a mini biathlon.
Games training.
Doing a mighty fine job, Matt.
Thank you. Just in case you have to like tighten bolts or something in the middle of the workout.
You look like a narwhal.
You look like
a narwhal with a magic horn. Turn to the side for a second. Exactly like the movie Alien.
Oh, Max! Hey! Hey, Max! Come here, buddy! What's up? Oh, God. Nothing crazy to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
It turns out a razor blade is better than me trying to pull it off with my fingernails.
Well, if I'm at the HQ, I usually leave them on Tommy Marquez's desk. You know, occasionally just sprinkle them in his coffee.
There you go. Good boy. Jump.
Gross.
In this past year and the year prior, Dave Castro got Instagram.
We introduced the Clean Speed Ladder. It was such a fan favorite that this year on Friday night, we're bringing it back. The games, we release some stuff ahead of time, but even the stuff we do release is usually, we're not filling in the blanks. There's still some question marks to what we release. This time with snatches.
Oh.
They announced a workout for the individuals. Yeah. Murph.
The first announced workout for the individuals at the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games is Murph.
You should probably do Murph.
Without fanfare, without any celebration, just put a little workout up on the site and let the chatter begin.
Maybe ended at 285. I still feel like
I think it's going to go heavy. Maybe the last round, 225, 245, 275, and then I don't even know, it was like 500 pounds on the last bar.
I think I really love and have come to love the feeling of success, right? To look up there and see your girlfriend just super proud and see your parents cheering for you and your friends and family. And that's kind of why I strive to do better, because I would always feel like I really let people down that came out to support me and want to see me succeed.
This has probably been the only thing really in my life that I think I fully threw myself entirely into, and I committed myself 100% to sort of make my mom and the rest of my family proud, and to see it through and go, yeah, I really did kind of make something of myself.
I think my favorite part of competing in CrossFit is like the sense of accomplishment. It doesn't matter what else I did in the day. Like if I had a good day of training, I would leave here and like, okay, like I accomplished something today. Like I bettered myself today.
Every time I'm in the middle of the test and the event, I always have this moment that I ask myself, why am I doing this? This is really hard, this is ridiculous. And then once it's all over, you like can't wait to do it again. And I think that's the way we all feel about CrossFit on a day-to-day basis, right? You go to the gym like, my God, this is terrible. I'll come back tomorrow at 6. And I think that's the feeling I have towards competing.
For years, I never thought that I could ever be this caliber of an athlete. It seemed so out of reach. And it wasn't until when I watched the games in 2013 that I told my friend that I was there spectating with, I want to do that. And at that point, I didn't know if I could do it, but I was willing to try.
The sport I did before CrossFit was swimming the most, but I tried every sport, but I quit after maybe 6 months and everything. I didn't find myself in anything until I found CrossFit. I want to be the fittest on earth. Then if I can do it, everybody can do it, because yeah, I was a lazy, chubby girl who just started in CrossFit, and now I'm going to the games, so if you work hard, you can do it.
Is this my last best chance to win the CrossFit Games? I think that I'm probably approaching the end of my individual career, but never say never.
Yeah, I can podium. I think I can podium because I know that I'm good enough. I've won the Open before, I've won my regional. I think that gives me a fighting chance for sure, and this is what I train for all year round.
It's a long weekend. It's a long, grueling weekend. It's a long year. You can't go riding leaderboard roller coaster. You can't be focused on other competitors if they're good at this or that. Like nothing of that is gonna help you.
It doesn't matter where you finish at regionals. All that matters is what happens on game day. You know, who can bring it when you go out there at the games, who can be on every single workout and not show any weakness, not show any sign of slowing down, that kind of thing. That's all that matters. You know, it just takes 1 week and you can make your dreams happen. It's pretty cool. It's a cool feeling. And then the fact that you finished 4th at regionals doesn't matter.
Coffee is needed. We've got like 3 hours till we swim, so I don't know what else are
That's more than enough time to drink coffee,
poop, all
maybe
that.
poop a couple times.
Get the pre-wad poops out,
Yeah.
everything. I'll be just right through the water then.
Yeah, I'll be lighter on that board, for sure.
I really don't know how to feel about this event. I don't know how I'll place. I don't know if I'll be top 10 or bottom 10. I couldn't give you a guess, but I'm gonna try to go fast.
Forcing ourselves to eat. Forcing ourselves to eat because we know we're going to need it. I'm not hungry at all.
La mauvaise citation. Les gens, ils savaient pas de quoi je parlais, les paddleboards. Puis là, j'étais comme, OK. Bon, faut que je trouve l'autre place. Là, je sors. Là, je
What's it called? Sunscreen. Sunscreen. 50 plus on. It was so cold that I had the hair dryer on me.
I had the hair
trying
dryer
to heat up
because my bikini was still wet from yesterday, so I was standing there trying to dry.
So that was our morning.
Alrighty.
When we're all lined up, we're all like getting ready to sprint to the water. All I'm thinking is like, shit, I suck at sprinting.
Let's go, Frazier!
Stand by.
We are underway with the opening test of the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games here at Hermosa Beach.
Yeah, I had a front row seat to him just eating it.
Yeah, he wiped out hard.
I just ate it. Wow.
There's feet in your face, you know, you can feel people right on your shoulders. It's legitimately like a fight for space.
I ended up having to adopt a position where I was biting the front of the board to stop my chin from rubbing.
I got a rash on my cheek.
It was burning my shoulder so bad, holding my head up, that I just said, F it, and put my head on the side of the board and just went.
Looks like she is back. Yoan Koski smashing pier paddle.
And that was when it was like game on and just hit the jets and we both inched back and forth. My legs started getting really heavy, like cement blocks. And I guess the same thing happened to him and I was able to hold it off for like 2 more steps. And I remember he finished and walked up to me and I was laying on my back and I said, "You big bastard."
That was really fun, but really hard. I liked it though. It's hard work. I really liked that. It's good. Simple, hard work.
It's a great day to be an Australian at Hermosa Beach. Between the men and the women here, they pretty much dominated.
I'm halfway back, and like, so my face is just on the board, and I'm paddling, and I just see Easy, like 100 yards out, wrong side, 100 yards out, all 4 limbs hanging off the board. Not paddling, he's just laying there. I was like, come on, Easy, let's go. Yep.
You got it, man.
Losing it.
Yeah. You look good. Hey, Nick. Think we can assist each other? Hey, Scott, help me and I'll help you, bro. Oh, yeah. Let me go first. Oh, okay, dude. You take that place.
Might be the one time in CrossFit where it pays to be a little bit taller. Trying to throw those bags over the wall.
Attempt number 1, no judging.
The CrossFit Games moved to the StubHub Center in 2010. One of the events done that year, the sandbag move. We're doing it again in 2015. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the tennis stadium at the StubHub Center in Carson, California. We did a long, grueling event this morning at the beach. This one is just all about pure work capacity.
Doesn't have to be pretty. It just is all about getting the work done.
It's just like a grind. It's just like who can work.
It was way harder than it was in 2010, for sure.
Just a pure test of work and work capacity. There's a lot of contrivances that we have in testing fitness and expressing the ultimate levels of power output, but this event, along with running, would probably be the least contrived things we can do. You have objects and you have to move them from there to there.
I think I was gonna go for like 4 in the beginning. It was like super aggressive approach. and I like was not ready to adjust it yet. So I was like trying to get them all through the stairs, and I was hitting everything, and it wasn't really working that well.
I think the biggest thing, you have to be flexible. I think the biggest thing is that you have to keep your composure, take a deep breath, and just not let yourself wig out.
And that was Ben Smith, who I think made a bad decision, is trying to do too much in the beginning.
Took all the sandbags down, and as soon as I lifted the wheelbarrow off the floor, before I could even take one step, it just tipped over on me.
And now Noah Olson in lane 4, his wheelbarrow has tipped over.
It was pretty crushing. Like in the moment, my heart kind of sank.
As soon as you see panic set in and people get a little freaked out that something didn't work, mentally when they go off the rails, it's really hard to get back after that.
You know, the sandbags were all sloppy with the weight inside. First attempt at the last bag, fail. Just falls right back on my head. No big deal, that's fine. Go do it again. Bag fell off again. Didn't make it over the wall. Third try, bag still falls back in my face. At this point, I'm furious. I'm incredibly frustrated because you're just not getting anything done. The clock is ticking, and every second in these workouts matters a ton.
And with the 100-pound bag, it was so floppy, everyone's trying to figure out the right way to get the bag over. Some people are trying to like throw it like a kettlebell, like a keg toss or something. I grabbed the end of it, stood it up on end to shake all the bags down into one end, flopped the loose end over, so it was pretty much just a 100-pound D-ball. Picked it up, shot put it over. I did that once and made it look so easy, and Scott Panchak came over to me and was like, don't do that again. I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you know that technique, I know that technique, but none of these other guys know it. So keep that between us. And I was like, oh yeah, good call, okay.
So I lunged, and then I took a step onto the sandbag and got the bags over the wall, like super quickly. We didn't want anyone to figure that out because we knew a lot of the girls who I had to beat, who were in standings ahead of me, were on the smaller side, on the shorter side. So I really needed to take advantage of that.
Then I was still like in that mode, just like I need to keep on going, and I grabbed the red sandbag as the first one. It was on the top there. And started running up, and then I started hearing like people yelling. I'm like, why are they so excited about this? And I was like, oh shit, I have the wrong bag. There were 2 rules. The red one goes last down, the red one goes last up. And I was just too much in a hurry.
Anna Tunnicliffe is making quick work of those bags,
but it is Lucas Holberg will set the new best time to beat.
Sheehan was going to demolish the time to beat. Anna Tunnicliffe will be your new event leader, and Matt Fraser will finish 2nd overall in Sandbag 2015.
I don't know if Ben Smith has ever had an event he did not finish at the games.
One of those athletes we thought were going to do well in this particular event.
I think one of my strengths is I'm good at letting things go. So, you know, if I have a bad event, you know, that comes with experience. You just got to let it go. Next, move on to the next event. Just take it one event at a time throughout the whole weekend. So.
Good job, buddy.
Well,
hey.
Okay.
14th.
14th is not terrible.
34th.
Oh, 34th on that workout?
Yeah. So you're not in a bad shape at all.
Damn, dude, I didn't want anything outside of like top 10, 15.
It's okay.
Oh, it's devastating.
You know what?
Man, that hurts my heart.
You know, this sort of odd object event was fun. It's, you know, it's about finding your pain area and the dark place and getting in there. And
yeah, I just ate baby food, so I'm really happy. I love baby food. This is the funnest part of competing. You can eat so much.
How was that one? Oh, it's way too far.
That was good.
On the bird's eye view of the CrossFit Games, when you looked at Murph, there was an X factor. Everybody knew that it was going to be difficult, everybody knew that it was going to be hard, but not from the sense of this is going to destroy. And it really, in my opinion, did become a linchpin of the 2015 Games.
It's a workout that is done every year on Memorial Day where we get to honor those who've given the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms.
Just let it go. Yeah, just let it go. It's not about the first run. Okay. It's gymnastics in the middle and then run it. Yeah. Okay. 30 seconds back is so easily made up on a round of push-ups.
I like this workout. Well, if I do it right, it should be all pretty hard.
Oh, I said if I pass out, no one touch my vest. Because if your vest comes off, you're disqualified.
I thought it was really cool to have Murph at the games.
Murph was a turning point for many athletes because they approached it incorrectly for their particular work capacity.
Okay, I was so stressed for Murph. I thought that would be the worst event of the whole weekend.
Very quickly, I want to tell you guys something. This is the start of the weekend for you guys, the start of a big weekend. But this workout is something special. It's bigger than this weekend. It's to celebrate those who've given their lives in defense of our country and the world, essentially. So let's celebrate that. Remember that while you're doing that. Let's bring it in.
When you do a hero workout, you're always pushing so hard for the hero and to honor somebody. And I think what that did, it jacked them up to a whole nother level that they weren't ready for and they weren't used to. They were already there themselves, and then Dave just pushed them over the limits, and I think they just took off way faster than they should have.
As soon as they said go, everybody converged, and it got a little nasty. People were like grabbing vests and throwing elbows. I was guilty of kind of like not throwing anybody to the ground, but definitely trying to work my way through the crowd. I really wanted to get out ahead and take advantage of the run.
Sam Briggs thought she missed something in the briefing, that there was 100 points available for the first 400 meters of the run, because people were going so damn fast.
I felt like I was melting after the first 800 meters.
At the 800 mark, there was a water station. I was the only person who stopped at the water station. It wasn't to take a drink of water. I just picked up a cup to throw over my head to keep my temperature down.
Look at the pacing that they have. That's a 6-minute mile pace right out of the gate. That could be dangerous. That's a lot. That's really fast.
Starting the pull-ups, I had a bottle of water and I was like pulling it over me and I was like, no, my grips, they're all wet.
My legs were blown up. My heart rate was through the roof. I had a little water bottle. I kept pouring it down my neck to try to cool off. And I had the black vest too.
Didn't get any oxygen and everything was so warm.
This is the last time the ladies will be in the shade because the only shade on the field is being provided by this mountain of steel.
It was so hot. I mean, it was just the on the field, that dry, hot air in your face. You couldn't escape it on the grass.
I mean, 2013, it was hot. Every year is hot.
I think the heat was kind of comfy because, you don't get that in Iceland. I get down to the gym and I'm like freezing to death. And this was just nice, actually.
It's proving the fittest in the world, and sometimes things aren't going to necessarily be the safest. You have to go into competition not being afraid of something bad happening, but being responsible for yourself and preparing yourself as well as you can.
I don't think you'd expect to see people nearly blacking out and passing out and suffering so badly through it, because this is something that they've done. They've all done this, and for whatever reason, you put them at the games in that setting, and it just wrecked people. And I still cannot figure out why it was that tough on them.
Halfway through the push-ups, I just started feeling a little lightheaded.
I did doubles on push-ups, and they were hard. Not my proudest moment as a fitness competitor.
Got to the squats, I got through my first 100, every 15, my whole world would just kind of start to close in. I'm like, yeah, this is it. I am gonna fall face first onto this field. I'm gonna pass out, this is gonna be so embarrassing, and someone's gonna start pulling me off the field and I'm gonna have to fight them to keep going for the event.
I couldn't find a rhythm in the air squats, and I think that's one of the only parts of the weekend that I was like, all right, Katrin, come on, get a grip. This is it. This is the games. If you ever push, push now. And
So it's no secret, it was hot as hell during Murph. So I'm doing my air squats, and I see a water bottle in my lane. It wasn't mine. I see Bosman walking by, which I pointed to him, pointed to the water bottle, pointed to me, and was like, Castro comes over to me and tells me, nope, we can't bring you the water bottle. That cooler is full of ice water. If you want to stop your workout, go over there and get a bottle of water. You're allowed to do that, and then you can come back. I was like, that is trying to get me to quit. I was like, he's giving me one of these buds tests, and if I go to get a cup of water, he's gonna kick me out. So I was like, that, I'm gonna keep going.
A little different Annie than we're used to seeing. Doesn't have as much of that recklessness that we used to see, but she still has the fire. She just seems more composed.
There's always going to be a situation where you're going to be pushed to a limit that you've never
you've never found before. There's gonna be a test you've never run into before. There's gonna be a certain level of uncertainty and doubt in your head where you're like, I don't know. Can I do this? I'm gonna sure as hell give it a shot, but I'm not sure I'll be able to do this.
Got through the squats and I was like starting to like have a little blurry vision and my legs were soft and couldn't really move them. I was like, I knew that the beginning of the run was gonna feel hard. I was like, it's okay that it's gonna be hard. I'm just gonna push through that wall. But I just couldn't push through that wall.
The moment when I realized that I could win Murph was when I started doing the air squats. I was doing huge sets and wasn't feeling too tired. I was actually just recovering.
He was just up and down like a piston, took the lead, and now he looks unstoppable.
I rounded the corner and I couldn't believe how many guys I saw. I saw like hands on their head just marching down that mile. And I'm like, this is unbelievable.
The woman's unreal. She blew the field out of the water in the women's division. She should have done that next to the men, and she probably had a chance of beating the top man in that division.
I had no idea until the turnaround point at the 800 mark, like what sort of lead that I had. I knew that I was the first off the squats, but I wasn't sure like how far behind anybody else was.
It was pretty awesome because everybody had been in the stadium waiting for us to come back. So as soon as you, like one by one, as each person entered, it felt like the crowd kind of erupted to see everybody come back in.
I remember running into the stadium and like looking around and I'm like, did I miss a movement? Like, did I skip something? Because I'm not supposed to be this high, this much in front. That was very weird.
Gudmundsson will take event number 3, Murph, Samantha Briggs, and she will win. Briggs would have finished second in the men's division with that time.
Wow.
I remember I was trying to pass Kara and she was kind of like swiveling. At the time I thought she was swiveling so that I wouldn't pass her, but it turns out that she was almost unconscious too. So it was kind of, that was a little bit scary.
And then it was just chaos at the finish line.
Take it off! Take it off!
People rolling around everywhere, trying to find shade, dumping water on their heads, just trying to peel their vests off. And everybody kept asking, can we leave? Like, are we allowed to leave? Do we have to stay here?
So is this the second time you've done Murph?
Yeah.
I mean, California wasn't, I did not think of it as a hot environment or a challenging environment because of the heat. And this year it was like, it was especially hot, especially in the sun, just sitting out there, feeling like you're in a microwave, you're just cooking while you're sitting on the field trying to do push-ups and air squats. I think it compares, Murph that was one of the hardest workouts that I've had to do at the games.
I wouldn't pass out during Murph, because if it started to hurt really, really bad, I would slow down a little bit because I don't want to be in that much pain. And so I wouldn't fall unconscious. But you have people so mentally tough, like Cara Webb or others, that will hit that point that I would hit and go like, whoa, I'm going to slow down, and she doesn't.
These athletes just push themselves right to the limit. It's their heart and soul into the workout.
I have never seen Annie Thorisdottir look like this in any event ever at the CrossFit Games.
That's what they wanted to do. They put their heart and soul into it. And I just hope that they would recover.
Glassman says men will die for points, right? So, I mean, it makes the workout a lot tougher when it's such a long time domain and so many reps and it's hot out and you're in a vest, you're in an uncomfortable situation. It takes a toll on some people. So, I mean, that was definitely one of the harder workouts that I've ever had to do at the games.
They didn't really recognize my body in a way, because I always said your head is gonna give up before your body does, and my head was fine.
How you doing? You can walk, you're good, Annie.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, you're good. Good.
It's important for us to test long events at the CrossFit Games. And perhaps one of the reasons that it was as hard on these athletes as it was because they're not tackling Murph and training with the same intensity and race strategy that they would with shorter workouts like Fran or Jackie or a speed clean ladder.
All right, clean up.
Okay. I know, we're just cooling off, okay?
Okay, Annie, you're all
We're just
right.
cooling off.
We'll carry you if we have
We'll
to,
carry
okay?
if we got
Listen,
to.
no,
You carry me.
you're gonna walk. No, I know you don't. You're gonna walk.
I know. Let's get you checked out, okay?
You got it.
You're fine.
And for a lot of athletes, if you were gonna ask them their Fran time, they can tell you within 1 second. Same thing with Jackie. But if you ask them the Murph time, there's probably a little hesitation, and I bet you they give you an answer within a minute or a couple minutes. So when you take a workout like Murph, which is already long and hard, and you ask these athletes to race against the toughest competition they've ever been against, I don't think they've optimized their game plan the same way they have for shorter workouts.
Felt really good, but it's hot. Didn't expect this. It's good. I'm here for the money, man.
It's the hardest thing that I've ever done. The only positive about it is that I got a tan while I was doing it. Always think of the bright side.
Two best friends in the whole world.
We're the two best friends that anyone could have.
Something like that.
How was that? Oh, there we go.
That was hell.
Where does that compare to last year? Like triple threes?
Way worse.
That was worse than triple threes?
Way worse. It was so hot. And around number 8 on the pull-ups, I realized, I don't have any water.
I was talking with China Joe, and like, especially after this workout, people are gonna start getting real hurt. People are still loving me, and I mean, people are still cheering me on, and it's great. It's a rougher start, but it's funny how things happen. Like, you know, some really, really great athletes did not so good in that event, and for me, I got 15, and last year in the long event, I got 17. So I guess I got a little fitter there.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. Like, that's good, right? Yeah. Convince yourself that it's okay. But if you do it and it doesn't affect you, now I can go to the snatch ladder feeling like kind of confident.
Yeah.
But if I let it affect me, then maybe I wouldn't do so good in an event that I should do good.
Yeah.
The hands again.
Fucking awesome.
I know.
This has been a month-long project, Ian.
If you will it, Donnie, it is no dream. I'm still having fun, but some good competitors. Some young bucks. Puppies.
So, I'm gonna finish.
Someone, I'm like, can you just tell me like a timeline? I'm like, I don't know how long I've been in here. I don't know.
They're going to give you the opportunity to go do this and stuff.
Yeah.
Really good. She's okay. She just wants to. I think she wants to talk about it. We haven't got time. We haven't got time for it. One cow, overhead squat.
I wasn't able to stand on my 2 feet by myself until 30 minutes before I had to go out to the floor.
No, let's go up.
Okay, we're lining up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh God, you did me. I'm like, oh man, I need more shower. Yeah.
No tears. Come on, this is your thing now. Yeah, this is your thing. Come on. Don't think about it. Next event, Cara. Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel really emotional. There's a million things going through my mind. Just lying on a stretcher in that room and I don't know. I was just worried I was gonna let everybody down. And time, I didn't know what happened, and then I'm just next minute racing down and lift a couple of barbells and then just go out and see what I can do. So yeah, I've worked the hardest that I've ever worked this year, and Brian said this is just a speed bump, so I'll do whatever I can. I've come this far. It's just emotional.
After Murph walking straight to the snatch ladder, I did not know how it was gonna go.
To me, there is nothing better than the tennis stadium on a Friday or a Saturday night when the lights are out.
The tennis stadium's insane. Night or day, doesn't matter. Being inside the tennis stadium is like taking the 13,000 gyms around the world, all their members, voracious CrossFit fans, and putting a magnifying glass on top of them.
So competing in a tennis stadium is probably the best feeling ever.
When I think of the CrossFit Games, that's what I think about.
Everybody talks about the tennis stadium as just like, it's unreal.
It was just so unreal when I was walking to the tennis court. I was like, okay, wow, I've been watching this for 2 years and now I'm here and everybody's cheering for me.
And you walk through the huge crowd of, every seat is filled, people are standing, and you walk into there and it just like, it feeds the athletes. As soon as they get onto that floor, they can just feel everybody right there. They're close.
Like your ears hurt after. The lights are shining on you and the music's going, and it's close corners, so you feel like you're back in a gym setting with thousands of people watching you.
So much energy and positive energy from everybody watching.
You've got this tiny space, fairly steep seating on each side, so you feel like the fans are absolutely on top of you.
Kind of feels like they're all over you and they're all with you.
It'd be like being in the Coliseum. You're gonna slide the door open, there may be lions, there may be 5 dudes with swords. You have no idea what's coming at you.
Just the feeling of completing a workout in the tennis stadium at night when the lights are on you. That's when I decided that I wanted to make CrossFit my sport.
That's where the fun is. That's where the most pain is. That's where the most fun is.
It makes the energy like electrified.
For the athletes at tennis stadium it makes a lot of extra stuff happen.
I remember before we had done anything else, I was like, I wish it was a little bit heavier. It didn't need to be any heavier.
I love snatching, and snatching with adrenaline, it's the best ever.
Snatch speed ladder did not go as well as I wanted it to.
I got spat out of my first snatch.
In a movement like a snatch, it's all about your technique. If it's gone, you can, it's so easy to miss a lift.
It's not just about what's your 1 rep max, it's about how you're able to compose yourself to have that controlled speed and explosiveness, but being in position at the same time.
Every bar counts. You gotta make sure you hit every single lift.
As Dick Urankar is off to a savage pace.
And Michelle Hahn at 150 will clear that.
Man, it's just fun to watch people. This is some steel, man. In that atmosphere of the games, in competition, under the lights, when the pressure's on, people do amazing things.
The best feeling in the world when you hit a good snatch. You just pulled it, and then the next thing is just to like throw yourself under as fast as you can, and you're like, you don't know where your bar is, and like if you catch it in a perfect precision and you're sitting there with the bar and you know that you got it, it's like the best, it's the best feeling in the world.
It was like a blink of an eye to get through the first couple rounds. No time to think, you just had to go.
Yeah, Easy knocked himself out cold. He was like, I woke up looking at the sky. He was like, I got knocked out during that lift.
Hit himself in the head with the barbell, and he is on the floor. Adrian Bosman, the head judge, is coming over to check on Elijah.
Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet sets it down. No reps now twice on the opening bar, and Camille is in severe danger of advancing to round 2.
Oh, that is so upsetting for Camille.
Looks like he just needed to walk to collect his thoughts. He only has 30 seconds. That should be good enough for one more attempt at this. The crowd behind Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad is in.
She is feisty, on fire.
Ben Smith first to the last bar, and he will get across.
Fighting for first place. Holcomb will hit 155. David John will hit 155. It's a race to the finish.
I loved watching Brooke Entz just bring her energy through the entire thing.
Brooke Entz in the orange will hit that, and Brooke Entz, she clears 180, will have 100 points in her pocket. Entz can't hang on to that. Brooke Entz has company on that final barbell. Entz set up for her second attempt. David Sutter set up for her first. And Brooke Entz will hit that. And the rookie gets her first career victory at the CrossFit Games.
You have Matt Fraser, you have Ben Smith, you have Elijah Muhammad, and one by one we see them all miss an attempt.
And Ben Smith faces down the 275-pound bar. He hits this before anybody else. He wins the event.
Oh, wow.
And slowly but surely, John Para takes a little bit of extra time in his setup, takes a little bit of extra time walking to each barbell, and before you know it,
John Para 275. And John Para coming from behind, and he will win the Snatch Speed Ladder.
and it was definitely a moment where you got to see a nice blend of strength, skill, and strategy as well come into play, and I think that's what the goal of the workout was, and he played it beautifully.
I'm afraid I have to be faster. I'm really afraid I have to be faster. I've just gotten so much better at snatch, and I'm not getting to show it.
I promised myself that I wouldn't, it wouldn't be over until it's over this year.
That's it.
I'll just keep, it really is one at a time. That was one, move on, another one. Yeah.
So pumped. I'm so fired up right now.
How'd it go?
I think one of the coolest is, the next time they call me out, it's gonna say best finish, first place.
Bummed. But whatever. Just keep working out. Keep doing it.
I got over. I got over.
What happened to you?
My judge kept no repping me for no reason.
Camille definitely wears her emotions on her sleeve, and I think that's what makes her endearing to our community. You can actually feel what she's experiencing in the moment. She's not all smiles. She's not going to throw you a fake wave.
You good?
No.
Can you show me that pretty smile?
Yeah. I'm trying to not cry.
Show me that pretty smile and you'll feel better, Cammy, I promise.
I'm really trying to let it go, but it's hard.
And in that case, she was devastated. She could see that her chance of repeating as Games champion was slipping through her fingers.
My heart is just really sad. I don't mind when things are a little bit unfair, because it kind of always is, because I have more eyes on me, but there's a certain amount of unfairness that I can take, and that was too much.
Friday evening's final event will be the hero workout DT.
When he announced DT, I was happy. Because it's like, there's no strategy. If you let go of the bar, you've already lost. You have to just grab the bar, not even think about letting go, and just be ready for your lungs to bleed.
I love barbell work, so I'm not gonna complain. But DT is a brutal workout, man.
This is the CrossFit game, right? We are going to do something we've never done before. We are going to get all of you involved and all of the fans and viewers at home. Here's how. You can vote for double DT, 10 rounds for these athletes to do, or heavy DT, 5 rounds at 205 or 145 for the women. What you guys do tonight will be decided by the CrossFit community.
I don't know. I kind of like it both. I love DT is one of my favorite workouts. That's right. But I've never done a heavy, and I've never done it 10 rounds.
Still barbells. Okay, let's go heavy.
My mind, I want it heavy.
Heavy.
Both heavy or double. I don't mind. I love DT.
That was when he announced DT. It didn't matter if it would be 10 rounds or heavy DT. It was good for me.
Everybody but double.
One of the coolest moments for me was getting to involve the community in the programming. Actually having them cast a vote and selecting heavy DT made that workout even a little more special.
The sun
is going down and the lights are going up. The people have spoken. Heavy DT is what our individual athletes will be doing tonight.
Yeah, I did a 155 after the open, and I did that in like 8 minutes.
When I heard it was going to be 145, I had done heavy DT at 155. It was on main site, so I had done that. I was like, that's interesting that they're doing a heavy DT on main site. Like, why? You always look at main site. If you're an athlete and you're not looking at main site workouts, you're not intelligent, because a lot of those movements appear either at the open, regionals, or the games. So you've got to pay attention to main site. When they announced 145, and I'm like, I did it at 155, like bring 145, like whatever. I knew if it was heavy, a lot of girls would have a hard time with the shoulder to overhead. So I knew I would make some bank on that movement. So I was hoping for heavy DT.
Thank you everyone for voting for heavy DT.
Double DT would have annihilated people.
As if everyone wasn't hurting bad enough for Murph. Throw in another 120 deadlifts at 155, 90 hang cleans, and 60 shoulder to overhead would have just, oh my gosh. It would have been ugly. It would have been really bad.
I love barbell workouts, and this was just a barbell workout, so I was very happy.
A lot of these women have done DT before. They know how it feels. A lot of grip because they go fast and they want to hold on. This being 40 pounds heavier, you're going to see them break this up a lot more.
DT is one of my favorite workouts ever.
Annie was right next to me on my right, so at one point I was like, she's moving this barbell so fast. And I'm like, I'm moving as fast as I can.
But Annie Thor's daughter, she is one that when you're side by side, she will fight hard.
What matters the most was the push jerk, to do that unbroken. Because if you break the push jerks, you have to clean it again and then start again, so.
Can she hold it though for all 6? She's gonna try.
One to go for Thor's daughter.
It went okay, but like I was feeling jerks. Like,
and she cannot hold it.
One of my strongest movements. That's kind of my rule. If I get it to my shoulders, I will get it overhead.
I had like completed a round, I don't even remember. This is at the point where slobber's coming out again. I like out of nowhere just started doing some extra hang cleans, I guess. And my judge is yelling like, put it down, like put the bar, no, like no rep, like you're not on hang cleans. Like you're on deadlifts, roll the bar forward. I'm like, all right, I don't even know what was going on. I just rolled it forward and started deadlifting again.
I remember going out and I took the first set, like I paused after the deadlifts, then did the hang power cleans and went about it like that, and I dropped the bar and I looked at the clock and it was at 1:20 and went, oh shit. That was too fast and this is about to get painful.
If you think just about what their shoulders have gone through, starting back on Wednesday with the swim and the paddle, but the overhead at that 145, you're seeing a much different DT than we would had this been 105. They would be easily able to hold that overhead for all 6.
It did. I went way too fast in that first round. It got really painful. And like I'm right next to Ben Smith, so I mean, talk about chasing a fit person.
I think people probably thought that because it was heavier and because it had a barbell that Matt Fraser was going to be the guy that would win that event. Ben Smith goes out and just works his way through each round. Doesn't slow down, never looked like he was out of control.
After the 3rd round, I wanted to break the push jerks up, but I was like, no, just stick to it. There's only 12 reps left of push jerks.
She's here to go against the test. She's not just here to compete against a woman. She came literally to play. She's not just here to participate.
The thing that surprised me the most about Sarah was her composure in that event. I think it would be very easy, especially for a younger athlete, and we saw this at some of the other events, to go out and run someone else's race, not your own. And it seemed that Sarah had a plan. She executed it, and all of a sudden, she's out front. She's not letting go of that barbell. 2 to go. 1 for Sarah Sigmund's daughter.
But like the last push jerk, it was so hard. I just closed my eyes and I was like, please go under it.
And there's a new Icelandic CrossFit queen here at the games, and it's Sarah Sigmund's daughter.
Going to the last round, I had to put the bar down and wait, and then Ben just like plowed through the last round. I kind of went, shit.
Ben Smith, the first man to the 5th and final round of heavy DT.
We're going into the last round of the workout. You can see the finish line. All you got to do is finish the last set, and you can win it. It's motivating, and then you hear the crowd get into it. And It's just pushes you to a different level that you kind of never get to experience during training. It's a lot of fun.
And Ben Smith dominated that event so much that he actually walked to the finish line.
Wow.
Ben Smith is going to win the heavy DT.
Wow, he doesn't even look tired.
Right at that moment, we knew all of a sudden that, okay, he's for real and he has a legitimate shot at standing atop the podium.
Fun day today. This weekend I came here to win, so I came here to finish first, and I told myself that 7 years ago. I came here to win, and I'm not going to stop till I do. So I'm just going to keep pushing.
Yeah, I love DT.
You feel tired right now?
No.
Yeah.
Just hungry.
Yeah.
I want to eat pizza, and then I want to go relax and come here tomorrow and sprint. I'm gonna get my West now and eat pizza.
Sarah Sigmundsdottir with 5 for 5 in top 10 finishes, leading the points race.
The leaderboard starting to take shape. Matt Fraser on top.
Hey, we're allowed to cut our jerseys like that?
I'm saying that looks good. I couldn't pull that off. I already have too many tattoos everywhere. I want a belly shirt.
2013, I wanted to win that event so bad, and I slipped in the final heat. You can always tell, you can tell immediately, at least I can, in races like that, whether or not you've won or lost. And I want to win. I'm a sprinter. Like, I'm supposed to win those things. This is my chance to make up ground.
It's the fastest event we'll see at the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games.
So fun. So fun and terrifying.
You don't see that maximum effort very often, and I love that because you can just 3, 2, 1, go, just let it rip. 100%, go all out.
Shot out like a cannon out of my start. As soon as I hit straightaway, turbo boost. Hard as I can run, turnover as fast as I can.
Look at the explosiveness and the speed of Dan Bailey.
The old specs started bobbling a little, and they kind of came down to here. And then it was on the third one that they just, boom, just popped off midair. Grabbed him in midair, tucked him away, kept running.
Toomey and Holta neck and neck. It's Holta out first.
Barber leading the way by a healthy margin.
And it's going to be Dan Bailey across the finish line.
Across the finish line, knew that I won, and was just so jacked. I was so pumped.
Day 3 was terrible for me. It was great for other people. It was the stuff that I was terrible at.
Oof, the sprint course was my worst event.
I just remember running and being like, everyone's so fast. Oh my God.
Horrendous. I got 2 fouls every sprint. I'm not the fastest sprinter. I'm like, give me a 10K and I am fine. 100-meter sprint now.
Finished the event, and then I asked my ref, I was like, did I knock over all the pylons? He's like, no, you hit them all. You only knocked over 1 though. I was like, oh, thank God. That sucked. I f***ed up.
What happened?
Not a good sprinter, and then I kicked over a hurdle. So, insult to injury.
It was like somebody had just walked up to me and smashed me in the face.
Going into that event, I think Sarah Sigmundsdottir had finished inside the top 10 every event. Now all of a sudden you just ask her to run down the field and zigzag a little bit and jump over some obstacles, and she had a terrible time doing it, and it cost her.
If you weren't competitive, you wouldn't be getting upset about it. You get pissed off about it at first, and then you move on, because you have to focus on the next task at hand.
When I went to the athlete area, I was like, okay, you can start crying about this event and just like let it ruin the next event for you, or you can just stop thinking about it and just keep on going.
Matt Fraser lost a little bit of that lead after our 2 sprints as Ben Smith moves in that second place position.
So I was disappointed with myself, but it was just like, whatever that event's done, time to move on to the next one, which ended up being even worse.
This big pig is 6.5 feet long, 560 pounds.
I didn't know how the pig would go. It was heavy, but it was awesome.
I love the pig flip. That gave a lot of girls a lot of trouble. It was heavy.
This is the first time that these athletes have dealt with this object.
But this pig is heavy, and some of these ladies are gonna struggle to even get one flip on this thing.
Man, the pig was heavy.
That f***ing pig.
I had to legitimately use all my might every single flip to get that thing over.
Every push felt like a max effort bench press off of my chest.
Everyone told me, they're like, oh, dude, the pig's so easy. And they told me, they're like, whatever you do, don't stop the pig at your hip and do a curl. What did my dumbass do 12 times?
I had to like deadlift it to my hips, rest it there, shimmy it up onto my shoulders, lift it onto my face, get my hands under to walk it over.
I'm holding the pig up and both of my knees are on the floor, and I had to like press it over my head and step out of the lunge and push it over from there.
Spencer Hendel.
Wow.
This may as well be an empty cardboard box.
I think they forgot to put the cement in his or something, because he's making that look way too easy.
I'm watching Ben just boop, boop. And all I'm thinking, I was like, how the f is he doing that? So after the event, I went up and talked to him. He was like, oh, dude, the pig was easy. It's just like flipping a tire. In all my time I've spent in the gym doing fitness, I never flipped a tire.
We didn't think it would get faster than Spencer Hendel, but here comes Ben Smith.
Are you kidding me right now?
Ben Smith will win the soccer chipper.
We thought that this was gonna crush people, and they made it look like a walk in the park.
And we look back, and here's Matt Fraser, just can't get up the rope, and can't get up the rope, and keeps failing, and keeps failing. Meanwhile, Matt Fraser, the overall leader on his legless rope climbs, he was ahead of Ben Smith by 52 points, and Smith is going to cut into that lead significantly because Matt Fraser is struggling.
So when Matt Fraser bombed the soccer chipper, I remember watching that at the desk, scribbling on my little notepad. I'm like, what is going on down there? Like, do we find a weakness in his game? What the heck?
As Matt Fraser continues to struggle on the legless rope climbs, and this is going to change the leaderboard significantly.
And that was a huge turning point. And it was a turning point for both those two. Ben wins it and just demolishes it, and Matt just flails and wasn't able to get up the rope.
He just came off of 2 bad events with the sprint. He can't afford to have another one.
The thing that's pissed me off the most of anything from the games is people telling me, don't worry, man, keep working on your legless rope climbs, you'll get better. Yeah, man, go f yourself. My legless rope climbs are fine. That pig my world up, and I did so many heavy ass curls with the pig, my arms were jello.
And Matt Fraser will not be wearing that white leader's jersey in the next event. Ben Smith most likely will be.
Reminded me of like a little kid when they're trying to hit you and the person puts their hand on their head and just holds them far away, like, yeah. That was me trying to climb that rope.
Rolls out of the handstand. Elizabeth Akinwale is across the finish line, setting the new top mark at 8:40.94 seconds.
And then I got one of the handstand walks and like stopped about this far from the second handstand walk.
Only 13 seconds to go for Samantha Briggs.
I'm not good at doing a handstand hold. I held a handstand for a long time and I could not get my body to move forward.
Briggs got to get to her nameplate before she kicks down, and she will not make it, just about 6 inches short.
I was there, I didn't fall down, and I was like, come on, just one more step, but I couldn't get the last step.
Samantha Briggs so close to completing the soccer chipper.
What happened? Biceps just knocked out. Just couldn't grab on.
Did you go fast on the pig, or what do you think?
I don't think I went too fast on the pig. I think I hit the first 2 rope climbs too fast.
What are you going to do, just ice and relax?
Yeah. See how I feel for the clean church, go from there. That workout sounds like it's a good one for me. It's just, I've never, ever had a failure happen like that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Good luck.
After that many bad events in a row, you start questioning everything. All I was questioning was, am I fit? Like, am I supposed to be here?
After 8 events, there is another change atop the leaderboard. Ben Smith has moved himself 30 points ahead of Matt Fraser.
Sigmundsdottir and Davidsdottir continue to play hot potato with the points lead, currently held by the rookie Sarah Sigmundsdottir.
I'm happy. I got to wear the leadership for a little bit. Do you want to get this on camera while it lasts? Still like a day and a half left. Lots left.
Pumped about the clean and jerk until I started warming up for it.
So warming up for the clean and jerk, missed 315.
I failed like 295, like 3 times in the warm-up area.
And not like it was a bad rep. I was just trashed.
Well, clean and jerk is my favorite movement, but I was so tired after Murph.
I remember feeling so sore before that event.
It was hot and it was bright and I was like, we were trying to be in the shade, but I felt lightheaded and tired after and these are my warm-up sets. So I was nervous. I was like thinking to myself, I didn't say anything out loud, but I was like, oh my God.
And I remember loading on the weights and I was like, I can't not load on 3 blues. I was like, I'm known as a weightlifter, I can't not open with 3 blues.
I was thinking to myself as I was changing my weight, like, oh my God, do you really want to go for this? 242. That's really close to your 1 rep. You just hit 245 for the first time. Your 1 rep max squat clean is 250. Your 1 rep max jerk is 250.
And I can't stand it when it's quiet when I'm gonna lift. Like if people are going nuts and cheering and going crazy, like that just helps me a ton. I love it.
One person going at a time, so spotlight's on you. It's just that adrenaline rush.
I honestly just thrive on adrenaline and the energy there.
And that's when I last minute was I asked my judge, I'm like, oh my God, can I borrow your sunglasses? Because I had remembered the 227. That was one of the things that made it feel so off, was I just couldn't see. It was so bright down there in the middle of the arena. He's like, sure, and gave me his sunglasses, and it was my turn. I got set, and I set my body tighter than I'd ever set it before, and was not going to fail that rep. And once I cleaned it, I knew that if I was patient, that I could jerk it. I literally just thought to myself, like, what the hell? Go for it.
The overall standings after 9 events, Ben Smith and Matt Fraser are duking it out for the top spot on the leaderboard.
There are doubts all the time. You get hurt, you get injured, you get tweaked. You're like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't, you get frustrated, you get upset. You're a little scared, you're a little nervous. Yeah, it happens all the time.
It's an injury I've had for about a month and a half now. And it got real as soon as I got here.
I'm hurting.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
I'm sore. Everywhere.
I just had to go. We knew it was going to happen. Because when I tried to tape them too much, I couldn't grip the bar.
Legs, lower back, shoulders, everything.
Kind of in a state of delirium.
The rope burn. I have them on both sides. So I have some wounds.
Nah, my foot's pretty hurt.
My back hurts, my plantar fasciitis hurts, my arms are killing me.
I just feel weak. I'm just underperforming like crazy. I don't remember the last time I failed a clean and jerk at 211. I'm in the bottom of the pack right now, and I came in here fully contending to fight for, top 10 to be in the final heat.
and they're just better than I am.
Just 1 week out of the year, you know. It's not the rest of my life. Just gotta focus on this week, give all my effort to it, and then move on after that.
I did believe that if I would do everything that I could do, I stood a really, really good shot at winning the games. And it's, of course, it's sad when I see that kind of just go away. You tell me. It doesn't look like it. Not unless some miracle and I start recovering really fast and manage to win the rest of the events. Of course, I'm hoping I'm going to wake up better tomorrow. And I'm never going to give up.
I think that's a hard misconception, is some people look at the extraordinary things that go on here and people make them look so easy. It's like, you have no idea how bad that hurt for somebody to do that, you know? The pain doesn't just go away. It's like, it's not like they don't feel the pain.
I already want to come back, even though I know how much it hurts. Love it. Think about the people that would love for the opportunity to walk out in front of all these people and would kill for an opportunity to do just one workout. So, you know, the way I look at it is I'm not coming off that floor until someone's dragging me off of it.
There's a couple of moments that really stood out to me. My family and my friends and my business partners were right at the edge to my left, right next to my lane. And I remember finishing the workout and staring up at them and just like having tears coming out of my eyes because they were just so excited to be there and so proud of me. They didn't care where I was, where I ended up, and just making eye contact with them was just probably something I'll never forget as long as I'm alive. So that was probably the best moment. Yeah.
It means a lot. I mean, I feel like I could be last on the leaderboard and everybody would still be standing up and clapping for me, so that means a lot for me. It's like one of the coolest feelings.
Coming back from 4 incredibly disappointing events, this one's gonna hurt. I'm gonna make this one hurt so bad. I think I told him, I was like, I'll die before I lose this workout.
As Matt Fraser is trying to reclaim what he lost in the soccer chipper, the overall lead from Ben Smith.
I'm real impressed with Matt Fraser, how he is attacking this event.
No need to pace here. There's no strategy here. Just go.
And Galin just selling out to get herself ahead. Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet sets the new mark to beat. David's daughter and Webb are gaining ground now on Sarah Sigmund's daughter. And strap yourselves in for an exciting final day at the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games as Fraser takes the event.
What happened? I knackered myself, so I hit myself in the nuts on the bar. I can feel it now. Yeah.
Man, this is the hardest games I've been to. This is tough. This is just brutal hard work, and it's kind of cool though. Like, we've got all the girls here, like all the past champs, and like just the level of girls is just constantly going up. So the competition is fierce, and that makes you have to fight. Like, there's no just cruising through and you're good and you can kind of just make it now. Like, it's a fight, you know, to the end. So yeah, it's good to see, but I'm tired.
There's one more day. I just need to keep my head in the game, keep doing what I've been doing, and I hope it'll pay off. We know the morning event, I'm super stoked for that, running and yoke, and then we don't know anymore, so I'm excited to find out.
It's so funny, no matter how you do, you always want to do a little better, right? Like,
I came in second. I shouldn't be upset, but I really wanted to get, like, I feel like with how it went down, I could have gotten first. Third, and second so far.
Yeah, I have a shitload of seconds.
Yeah.
And then
You gotta walk. Seconds kind of suck, right?
Seconds
Like
suck a lot.
I know, dude. I was just thinking, God damn it! If I would have hung onto the bar, I would have beat that little bastard, and I would have been first. So close.
Seconds suck a lot.
Second and second. I didn't win.
Suck.
What did you say, Catherine?
I didn't see anything.
Second place.
No, it's like, it's the worst best finish. It's like you.
You're the winner of losers.
Yeah.
I swear, if I have to get introduced as the second fittest man, oh my, I want that to end now. I hate it. I'll quit complaining.
Sunday morning, I woke up and said, "Holy guacamole!" Like I was pretty smoked.
You know what I f***ing dreamt last night? But the final workout was Murph. I slept real well.
My knees were hurting so much that I couldn't sleep on the Saturday night.
My hips, my legs, my arms, more than anything, were stuck like this when I woke up.
They were like, hey, don't worry, it's only one round. I was like, okay, like, what are the reps? They're like 300, 200, 100. I was like, oh, shit.
Like to brush my teeth, I had to push my other arm to grab my toothbrush and bring it in.
What's this over here?
Reese Puffs.
Different things going through your head. You're excited, but then on the other hand, you're like, wow, I really don't want to mess this up. Like, and then when you start thinking about that, you start thinking about the negative things, and you got to push those aside. You just got to focus on just getting after that next workout. And you're in it to win it. You're not in it to try to not lose.
I've never had anything that I focused on 100%. That 100% of my efforts, from waking up to going to bed at night, was this. That's it. So it would mean everything.
Ben Smith sits atop the leaderboard with just a 4-point edge on Matt Fraser.
This event is going to be fast and it's going to hurt.
There was no strategy to it. The only strategy was don't blow up, which I kind of blew up because I went out so hot out of the gates.
I was not looking forward to running again.
And again, this 400-meter run is not your normal 400-meter run. You have to go up that berm, which is a 5-story climb.
And going up the stairs was just like a trudge, like push through the pee and your legs filled up and were burning and numb.
Going upstairs and then climbing up the hill, things start to lock up and calves get really tight, your back gets really tight.
And like in the third round, I felt like my legs were falling off because they were so warm.
In a 50-foot yoke carry, that's that crazy looking apparatus there on the floor, 380 pounds.
I'm like, 380, that's pretty light for a yoke. So kind of my thinking was like, pick the shortest yoke.
Matt pretty much picked it up and had so much room that he could sprint with it every time. He made up a ton of ground on the yoke.
Get the yoke like as high off the ground as possible. Who cares if it's swinging? It's only 380. I just want to be able to pick it up and there's no way it can hit the ground, so I can just like run with it, dump it, and go.
And there is no one in sight of Samantha Briggs.
The midline march for the women was 100% Sam Briggs' show.
And Sam Briggs is now going to lap Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet.
We're talking about an athlete at the CrossFit Games lapping other athletes. So we're talking about another athlete getting 4 minutes ahead of other elite level athletes in this workout.
The fact that these guys are going head-to-head just proves what kind of athletes these guys are. They want to win.
I was like, there's one guy I have to beat. I don't care about any other competitor here. I just need to beat Ben.
He looked over, saw exactly where Ben was, and actually throttled down a little bit, let Ben get ahead of him, and then just kind of hang out. He knows that he can catch him on the yoke.
That's one thing I don't do. I won't look over, I won't watch. You feel where he is, you know where he's at, you hear the announcer talking, in one ear and out the other. You just keep doing your thing.
I was running back out my lane and he was still on the yoke, so I went dead slow, waited for him, let him pass me, just to try to push the pace for him.
Sam Briggs is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the final event. The engine from England will win Midline Madness. Here's Sarah Sigmundsdottir doing some damage control, trying to finish as close to catching Davidsdottir as possible. Jacob Hepner is gonna take Midline Madness as he gets his yoke completely over the line, but in second place, it's Matt Fraser.
You immediately knew that Matt Fraser had catapulted himself back up into contention with Ben Smith, and that we were gonna be kind of in the driver's seat for the best finish that we have seen yet.
The drama continues to unfold here at the StubHub Center as we learn that Annie Thorsdottir has withdrawn from the competition.
Heat injury. Yeah, so it's a combination of the heat and then a lot of repetitions in the heat and being in it for so long.
I think that's the first time ever that I've had to withdraw from something or stopped something that I've been doing.
It was a tough week for all the athletes. Murph in particular took its toll, and I think Annie was one of those athletes that performed below her expectations and wasn't able to recover and get back to the level that she's accustomed to competing at the games.
I'm used to pushing through muscle soreness. I'm used to going through long weekends, and I know how that's supposed to feel. And this was just, it's not the same. My body felt awful and weak.
I'm cramping, I've been cramping all weekend.
I hurt on the uphill, but the rest of it was fine. It's hot. But better than Murph.
I feel okay. Well, if I feel them, I don't feel them now, so hopefully they will feel okay later.
I gotta poop so bad. So we have something behind me that we're going to reveal. It'll be something new, something none of you have ever seen before at the CrossFit Games. So let's go ahead and reveal the rig.
Oh, pegboard. Pegboard. Wrestling style. Oh, my biceps.
What was that?
I was looking forward to more of a bicep pump.
You want me to show you how to do it?
See Dave Castro do some work.
I'm gonna fall the on my arm.
3 ascents up the wall. Anyhow.
Although it's putting things in holes, can be a bit of fun.
You're good at that.
I like it. It's gonna be so hard, so heavy at the end of it, but I think it's cool.
It'd be a fun workout fresh. I don't think it's gonna be so fun feeling like this.
I don't know if I can even do a handstand push-up, let alone a heavy dumbbell snatch, or even hold my own weight on a pegboard.
It's alright though, it's not like these last 2 workouts are too difficult. It's like nice and easy, kind of cruisy stuff. It's not like it's a heavy dumbbell and we have to do an extreme movement.
Do the most technical movements.
Worried about my biceps, but I think everyone's in the same boat with their biceps. Everyone's hurting.
Even just a little bit of a loosen up in the triceps would just go a long way.
Yep.
I'm trying everything I can to be able to straighten my arms.
At this point in the weekend, I'm having to cut holes in my shoes, affected the nails coming off. Everything's just falling apart, but who cares? It's just kind of have a bit of fun out there, right?
At least for me, even on like the Friday morning or the Saturday morning and Sunday morning especially, you're sore, but like your mind is just on high alert because it's go time. You know, it's game time. You're in the middle of the weekend. Your mind is getting your body ready, no matter how bad it feels, to do work.
It's all right. I'm sore every day. You're sore. I'm sore like this in training too. So you gotta train tired.
Who knows? Maybe I'm like a pegboard savant. Maybe
You could
I'm
be.
like
You could just be
one of the best in the world at it. We don't even know yet.
I'm really happy that I'm doing better this year than last year. And next year I can maybe just aim for the podium. That would be nice.
I think it'll be a really fun workout. It should go really well. I'm just fatigued.
Yeah. Watch your legs.
Watch your mouth. My upper body was so trashed that I could not grab the bar with locked out arms and pull my body weight up.
My coaches were like, oh yeah. They were pumped it was heavy. We were so excited. Like I was gonna crush these workouts. And then all of a sudden, I go to like move my hair out of my face and it was like this. Ah, oh no. Oh no.
All athletes eyeing that pegboard with a bit of trepidation.
Pedal to the metal one is underway. The magic number 51 total reps, but the toughest 3 are right here, getting up that pegboard.
She just lost it, slipped out of her hands.
Dropped from the top of the pegboard.
You can see the frustration setting in for many of these athletes.
No woman has completed this event.
Pegboard event wasn't my favorite.
I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was cool.
I looked at the other guys and I was like, is anyone else like sweating profusely right now? We just watched these people not be able to complete a single rep. And they're some of the fittest in the world, and they can't get up this f***ing pegboard.
And this pegboard is really throwing a wrench in everyone's game right now.
It's a perfect example of how CrossFit athletes adapt to things that are thrown at them.
You need to be presented something that you've never done before, and we want to see how well you can handle it.
Doesn't mean giving them something that's easy for them and seeing how fast they can go. It means literally always moving the bar and seeing if they can actually do it. Not just how fast they can do it or how well they can do it, if they can do it. Inevitably, that's going to mean that some people are going to fail. It doesn't mean it's too hard. It doesn't mean that it's incorrect. It means that it's the CrossFit Games. It means that it's redefining human performance.
We need to find this point where athletes are struggling, where athletes can't do a movement, because once we find that, then we've just raised the level, we've raised the bar, we raised the complexity. We have raised the expectation for them going to the next level.
Two men in the men's side have separated themselves in a battle for the top spot. It's the experience of Ben Smith against the expectations of Matt Fraser, and both have handled this test extremely well so far. The woman who has handled it the best, rookie Sarah Sigmundsdottir. She's battling with countrywoman Katrin Davidsdottir and Australian Cara Webb for that top spot. Davidsdottir and Webb have experience on their side at the games, but Sigmundsdottir has looked like anything but a rookie.
I was excited, I was nervous, I was like, I didn't know kind of how to feel, but more excited for the opportunity to win than I was afraid of losing.
I was aware how close it was between Ben and I. I knew what I needed to do to win.
I never even dared to dream it, and I was sitting in a position that I could win the CrossFit Games.
All I know is that I've never tried this before, and yeah, hopefully it goes well.
The fittest crowd on earth is ready to watch the fittest man on earth be crowned at the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games. Second to last event of the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games underway. Matt Fraser trying to get to the top, and Smith is right next to them, so the two keeping a close eye on each other. Davidsdottir kind of goes up, that makes the top and falls down. Sigmundsdottir kind of gets halfway up, she falls down.
It went from a wall and straight to my head, so I fell down and I had like this really big bump on my head.
I'd peg it in, put my chin on, peg the next one, put my chin on.
Our last heat was like freak pegboarders.
If I just pull this third pegboard climb out of my ass, I can beat Ben. All I remember thinking on the third one is like, oh my God, it's happening. It's working.
And Matt Fraser got to the rower ahead of him. Fraser has to beat Ben Smith by 2 spots on the leaderboard.
You're pushing yourself through that workout, but you are seeing where he is, and you do have to know where he is.
Sarah Sigmundsdottir continues to just stare at that pegboard. She's got to start working her way up. Arnold Alvarez is on to the rower. And Katrin Davidsdottir has decided that she's not going to go after this thing again and rest up for the second event. Meanwhile, Fraser will move into third place, and he is ahead of the man that he needs to beat in this event, Ben Smith.
If he lets Matt get ahead of him here, he's going to have to beat him in the next event.
And Matt Fraser in the yellow shorts is leaving Ben Smith behind him.
I did 1 snatch, 2 snatch, and then my ref was like on the next number, and I was like, better move it, honey. I just launched this dumbbell. I landed right on the number. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Matt Fraser is beating Ben Smith. Meanwhile, Spencer Hendel's crushing the thing, so he's going to win the event. Hendel is across the finish line. Matt Fraser finishing second, and Dan Bailey gets in, and that's huge for Matt Fraser. Ben Smith will finish.
It's going to be really tight with the numbers.
Event win for Margot Alvarez on Pedal to the Metal 1, and now a 2-minute reset. That man will have the lead by just 2 points. Whoever beats the other guy is going to be the fittest man on earth.
This is yours to lose. It's all on you. And that's exactly the position you want to be in.
All right, don't f this up.
This is it. 4 days of competition, and this is the 13th event to close out the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games. All Sarah needed to do was just stay ahead of Katrin.
And then the parallel handstand push-up.
Katrin's gonna go hard because she wants to get as much of a lead as she can on Sarah.
Ben Smith looks unbelievable on those handstand push-ups. Matt got a little wobbly.
And Ben Smith is done first. He gets all 12 and onto the rower. Fraser with 1 to go, and he can't lock it out. Meanwhile, Ben Smith continues to work on the rower.
First off, Sam was there with me, and it was just like balls to walls.
This is big for David's daughter. And a no rep for Matt Fraser. Smith is done with 24. Onto the assault bike for 16 calories. David's daughter moves on to the assault bike. Sigmund's daughter still struggling, and now more people are starting to put themselves between Sigmund's daughter and David's daughter. Matt Fraser into the rower for 24 calories, and he's going to have to set some records to catch Ben Smith.
Pulling like 2,200 calories. A number I've never seen on the screen before, and I just went full dummy.
Matt Fraser, meanwhile, is closing the gap.
You have to want to be in those positions because those are just opportunities to succeed.
If I ever pushed in any workout like this was the time.
And David's daughter moving up the challenge, Sam Briggs for the top spot.
I can still get him. He's right there.
Smith with a no rep, and Matt Fraser has a door to make a comeback. Everybody in the stands was on their feet going crazy. Everybody was into this.
I get up to my 2 kettlebells, I grip them, and I go.
Ben Smith is through 2. He will walk forward to the number 4. Matt Fraser will start on his first 2 reps. And here comes Matt Fraser. Here's Sarah Sigmund's daughter, who could be seeing the title of fittest woman on earth slipping through her fingers.
Katrin had arguably the most impressive performance on the kettlebells that we saw out of anyone.
There was no stopping her on those.
When I think about it, I couldn't even feel my body.
2 more reps for David's daughter. She could lock up 100 points and possibly move herself on the top of the podium. Fraser got no rep.
You've seen it so many times in your head. Visualize yourself winning, visualize yourself going through that event and finishing first.
Today, Superman does not wear a red cape. He wears a CrossFit Games jersey and a gold medal. Ben Smith is the fittest man on earth. 1 more for Katrin David's daughter, and now she will wait and see if she will be crowned the fittest woman on earth. Sam Briggs in second. Sarah Sigmund's daughter is now on the rower, and she has a ton of ground to make up.
And it was a situation where we weren't quite sure how many people were going to finish between Katrin and Sarah.
Pushing for all she is worth on that assault bike. Second last year to Rich Froning, and Fraser will have to wait at least another year before he stands on top of the podium.
Sure, if I didn't go full dummy on the assault bike, it would have been a different story. But I did. I was dying.
This crowd saluting Matt Fraser as he finishes the event.
And I remember hitting the finish line, half being happy, knowing I did everything possible.
Your 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games champion is from Iceland.
Dave Castro was like, the fittest woman in the world is from Iceland. I was still like,
please be my name, be my name.
And her name is Katrin David's daughter.
when it was like Katrin Davis' daughter, There's no words to describe that feeling.
That's what I remember the most. And that's what I'm going to think about the whole year when I'm training.
I don't know, I just remember getting back to the athlete area to an empty room and it just being like a devastating feeling. Like I wanted the games to finish with like surrounded by friends and family, like hugs, everyone happy, but it was the exact opposite. Like I finished it by myself in an empty room with nothing but disappointment.
Your 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games champion is Ben Smith!
My mom and dad and my wife, they were all like, super nervous, and I don't know, it was great to be able to kind of put it to rest and finally win it. I knew I could do it. It was just a matter of time.
Ben Smith is the real deal. In the 9 years that we've had the CrossFit Games, only one other time has an athlete had 10 top 10 finishes in the same games, and Ben did it this year.
He's a legend in CrossFit. He's been there 7 times. He's been on the podium twice. It's not the end of the world. It took this guy 7 years, and I've been in the game 2.
I think Matt is going to win. I don't think you can stop him from winning. I feel like Ben Smith, like it was just his time. Like Fraser's still gonna have his time.
Coming fourth has just shown me that maybe I do have another year left in me. So there's no retirement plans just yet.
Amazing moment. That's the moment that you want to chase for the rest of your life.
It's been really cool to be a huge fan and then to be able to compete with a lot of the guys that were your heroes that you'd watched the year before do what you are doing now. I hope that there's other people out there like that are watching and like just hungry to get out on the floor and can make that transition.
The satisfaction of finishing higher than you've ever finished in your life, and it doesn't take 1 year to do that. It's a whole lifetime of competing and doing stuff that gets you there.
There's more than meets the eye to CrossFit, of the blending of capacities, finding weaknesses. It's a long process, and it's a really low trajectory at a very distant horizon that you have to accomplish. Ben Smith personifies that. He talks about goals all the time. Winning the CrossFit Games is one of the most ambitious goals that you could ever possibly have, and Ben has chipped away year after year until age 25. That's why he's the perfect example of how you win. Things take time. Things take hard work. That's all Ben Smith does. He works hard, and he's been working hard for 7 years plus, and it finally paid off.
I worked so hard and that it paid off in such a big way. To be the fittest on earth, that's incredible to me. That's something that is only in my dreams.
Just the fact that I was out there with all these fantastic athletes, all of us suffering together. Hey, throw whatever you want at us, Dave, because we'll find a way to overcome it.
The ceiling for what's possible is year after year being redefined, and the CrossFit Games are part of that process in showing athletes and the world who truly is the fittest on earth.
Did you memorize all these questions, or are you looking at anything? How good does the shirt look? Yeah, classic.
We're on the highway, and this really nice Porsche kind of like goes by us quickly. And then we get up next to him. I'm like, oh shit, that's Bob the trainer. Selfie time. You better win. And so I did the natural thing and took a selfie in front of him. Who else could say they have that photo right there? So Bob, thank you for the selfie.
It was just like every time I'd pull, it just felt like sandpaper on my nipples. Oh, it hurts so bad.
My nipples are rubbed off on the paddleboard. And I decided to go shirtless. So it'll be interesting.
Do me a favor, make sure my nipples are in the same direction.
Yeah, slow clap in the 20 seconds that I have to lift. Boz is like, lift, just. I get my hands on the bar and you're done. Yeah, but it was cool, everyone was clapping.
Dan Bailey knows a lot about pain and suffering. He's a lifelong Cleveland Browns fan.
Julian Alcaraz, get that shirt off, young man. It's time to lift some sandbags.
CrossFit road trip. CrossFit road trip.
He's gonna come to Tennessee, see if he can hang.
He's gonna take me to the mountains. It's gonna be like Brokeback Mountain.
More like Deliverance, actually.
I've decided if the final event to be done is just kiss another guy in the team on the individuals, I would do it to be done. I wouldn't choose Alex. I don't think he's a good kisser.
My name is Camille LeBlanc-Besnet, and I choose fitness.
Sometimes I pretend like my food has feelings. Don't eat me. I'm just a cheese sandwich.
Recently, I've been told that I have the stomach of a Ninja Turtle. I don't know if that's a compliment. I think it's the front side.
Abs are made in the kitchen.
All right,
Everyone knows this. Abs are made in the kitchen.
Whose slogan is that? It's like, is that paleo power?
No, that's
Oh, that's Arnold. Yeah.
But Lucas Parker, look at that beard. It never gets in the way of the barbell when he's working out, which is so impressive.
Fun fact, I think Lucas Parker actually uses hang power cleans to trim his beard to the appropriate level.
Then we find out she had a broken foot. And I literally thought, okay, this woman was sent from the future to kill Sarah Connor, and she just stuck around to do some CrossFit because she is a cyborg.
Oh my gosh, no, there's something on me. Can you please take it off? Oh my gosh, thank you.
Afraid of bugs.
I don't want to touch that. Thank you. Yep, saved my life right there. Thank you, Ann.
I was pumped for those workouts. I was pumped to freaking, those little, they looked like Mario bombs from the game Mario. That's what they looked like to me, and I wanted to pick them up, and I wanted to deadlift them.
I wish I could talk to you about Tia Claire Toomey. I really wish I could. Nobody knows anything.
Goodmanson absolutely infuriated me the entire time, just because he made us look foolish as analysts. And I'm sure anyone at home that's like, oh, I saw it coming, I could have told you Goodmanson was gonna do that great. You're probably related to him or one of his immediate friends. Anyone outside that circle did not see Goodmanson coming.
Someone had emailed and said, you know, the final wasn't exciting. And I was like, what the were you watching? You know? Like, that was the most exciting final we ever had.
These are baby-carrying hips that are just totally ruined because of Dave Castro. No more babies for Michelle. Don't put that on television.
If you tell anyone.
That doesn't go anywhere.